which is in the first quadrant, will be in front of VP and above HP, and you should make VP and HP opaque if you want to get the front view on VP and top view on HP. This is first quadrant. Second quadrant, the point is behind VP and above HP. Now you should make VP transparent if you want to get the front view on VP, and you should make HP opaque if you want to get the top view on HP in the second quadrant. Third quadrant, the point is behind VP and below HP. So you should make both HP and VP transparent if you want to get the front view on VP and the top view on HP. Okay. The point D is in the fourth quadrant. Point D is in front of VP and below HP. You should make VP opaque if you want to get the front view on VP. You should make HP transparent if you want to get the top view on HP. This is what we had discussed. And converting 3D to 2D, VP should be fixed, HP should be rotated by 90 degrees in the clockwise direction. This is done so that VP and HP become coplanar. So this is in short what we had discussed in the previous class. And accordingly, if you remember, this is what we had solved. The same points we had drawn in all the four quadrants and seen where the front and top views come. Okay. And also we had seen some exceptional cases where the point is in VP or on VP. So in that case, the front view will be along with the point only. The front view and the point will be at the same location because the point is on VP or in VP, whereas the top view will be on XY line. Similarly, we had seen the case where the point is in HP. So in this case, the top view and the point will be at the same location and the front view will be on XY line. And we had seen that such points are common to two quadrants. For example, this point A is common to first and second, whereas this point B is common to first and fourth. So you can take any quadrant and draw. So the only difference will be where you are going to position, for example, this top view here because HP is below, and top view here because HP is above, because first quadrant, second quadrant. So this is in short what we had seen in the previous class. So now what we can do is we'll go ahead and introduce the side plane, because as I have told you in the first class, for simple objects, yeah, front and top view are good enough. But for complex objects, which most of the objects are, and you require another view, which is the side view. So what we'll do is to VP and HP, we will introduce the side plane, say a plane on the right side or a plane on the left side, and then try to get a view of the point or of the object on that particular plane. So I'll start with the first and first quadrant, and along with the first quadrant, the fourth quadrant, because the conditions for side planes remain the same for first and fourth quadrant, and the conditions remain same for second and third quadrant. So I'll start with the first quadrant. and fourth. Okay. So this is the first quadrant. You have the vertical plane, horizontal plane, perpendicular to each other, and intersecting at the xy line. Now here we'll introduce a side plane, say a plane on the right side. So before that, you need to fix where you are standing. You means the observer. So you are right here, right in front, and you are observing the first quadrant. Okay. So what I'll do is I'll first take a plane on the right side, a profile plane on the right side. So this is the profile plane. So this is a plane which is perpendicular to VP. You can see the angle between VP and this profile plane, you can say as PP, is 90 degrees. Angle between HP and the profile plane is also 90 degrees, as you can see. So both are at 90 degrees. So basically all the planes are perpendicular to each other. Now since this plane is to the right of the observer, we call it as right profile plane, RPP. Okay. Now what we'll do is we'll introduce a point just to see how the view will come in RPP. So this is the point. The point is A. The point is say 15 mm above HP. The point is mm, around 40 mm in front of VP, and the point is, let's say, 25 mm from RPP. So please observe the change that has come. The point is 40 mm in front of VP, 15 mm above HP, and 25 mm from RPP, or you can say in front of RPP. So when the right profile plane is introduced, the distance of the point from right profile plane becomes very important. So in this case, it is 25 mm. So this is the location of point with respect to all the three planes. Now, what I want is, I want the front, top and side view of this point on the respective planes. So let us start that. So the rays of light are going to pass through A and then hit the vertical plane somewhere here. So this point will be A dash, the front view. No change in this, just like our previous cases. Similarly, look from the top. The rays of light are going to pass through A and then come and intersect the horizontal plane, let us say somewhere here. This will be the top view A. Okay. Now, the side view. So now, this plane RPP is on the right side. So if you want to view the object in the first quadrant, then you should move to the left side. So please observe this. You should look from the left side. If you look from the left, if you look at the object from the left side, then the rays of light are going to pass through A and then come and hit the right profile plane somewhere here. So this would be A double dash, your side view. And which side view is this? Your left side view. Why left side view? Because you are viewing from the left. So you are getting a left side view on right profile plane in the first quadrant. Same thing you are going to get for the fourth quadrant also, because first and fourth are one above the other. Okay, first quadrant here and fourth quadrant below. So this condition of getting left side view on right profile plane exists for the first as well as the fourth also. I'll show you that later. But I hope this point is clear. Okay. So this is how we get the side view, and please observe the side view. Just to differentiate it from the front and the top view, it is denoted as A double dash. So now, if you want to convert this 3D to 2D, because we are going to draw it in 2 dimensions. So how are you going to do that? Keep VP fixed, rotate HP in the clockwise direction by 90 degrees. What to do with RPP? The objective is VP, HP and RPP, all the three should be coplanar. RPP, in which direction, by how much should I rotate in order to make it coplanar?
So right by 90 degrees, sir.
Yes. So you have to rotate RPP by 90 degrees. You can see. In which direction? Anti-clockwise or counterclockwise. You are rotating in the opposite direction. So it is counterclockwise direction by 90 degrees. So what will happen is RPP will come and align besides VP. And HP as usual 90 degrees in the clockwise direction. So what is going to happen is this would be the arrangement of planes. Please observe. X, Y, this would be VP. This is VP. This is HP. VP above, HP below. RPP will be besides VP. So this area would be RPP. Hope this is clear. Okay. And how are we going to draw this? Same way, you draw the XY line and a perpendicular line, which we will call it as X1, Y1 line for the time being. So this you can call it as X1, Y1. X1, Y1 is basically this line. I hope you can see this. This is X1 and till the end here, this is Y1. So X1 till XY line and then down here. So what will happen to this line is when HP goes down, this Y1 will also go down. So X1, Y1 line, or it is also called as X dash, Y dash. In some books, if you see, it will be X dash, Y dash. So this is what happens when the side plane is introduced. Okay. Now, uh, what I would like to uh, tell you here is, okay, this is the arrangement of planes. But if you want to solve this particular problem and get the front, top, and side view, how to go about it? First thing is draw the XY line. Next, draw the X1, Y1 line right in the middle, perpendicular to the XY line. And then mark the planes VP, HP, and besides VP, you have RPP, the right profile. Okay. Next, you have to start locating the views. Now, till now, if you observe in the previous problems, maybe like this, we never used to bother. We just used to draw a line, uh, a vertical line, and locate the front view, top view, view, top view. We just used to draw this vertical projection line anywhere we want because there was no side plane, there was no side view. Now we cannot do like this. We have to first consider the distance of the projection line from the side plane. Okay. So now tell me this point is at what distance from the side plane?
25 mm.
25. So what I'll do is 25 mm from RPP you have to draw a projection line. So please note this point. 25 mm away from RPP you have to draw a vertical projection line. Somewhere on this line you will get the front view above XY line in VP. Somewhere on this line below XY line in HP you are going to get the top. So this is the one change that comes when RPP or any profile plane comes into picture. The distance of the point from the profile plane, this distance becomes very crucial. So the projection line has to be drawn at that particular distance. Okay. Now, okay, you have drawn the projection line. Now I have to locate the front view and top view. So tell me, at what distance is the front view from XY line? How much?
40.
40.
Huh? Front view from XY line.
15 mm.
15.
Exactly. 15 mm. So 15 mm, mark it. And locate the front view. Okay. So please, this is, see, I'm asking what is the front view, distance of the front view from XY line. So this is 15 mm. Okay. Now tell me what is the distance of the top view from XY line? This distance. This is 40. So 40 mm below. Forty mm below, you will get the top view A. So these are regular. We know that front view we are going to get in VP, top view we are going to get in HP. So straightforward, no problem. Now comes locating the side view. Now we know that RPP is here, this entire portion, this entire area is the right profile plane. So the side view also will be somewhere here, but where exactly? So to locate this, there is a construction method involved. So that is, mm, you have to draw the median line. Okay. Besides the horizontal plane, you have to draw a median line at 45 degrees. Please observe. So a median line at 45 degrees. Okay. Now there is a certain rule that needs to be followed, a thumb rule to locate the side view. After drawing this 45-degree median line, what you should do is you should first project the top view onto the median line like this. Draw a horizontal line, join the top view to the median line. So basically you are projecting the top view to the median line. And then it is going to intersect, this projection is going to intersect the median line somewhere here. Okay. Now at the point of intersection, from here you have to decide whether you should go up or down. That means you have to take the projection in the upward direction or in the downward direction. These are the two options that you have, upward or downward. So now whether you should proceed up or down depends on where the front view is located. Now tell me, where is the front view located? Is it in the upward direction or in the downward direction?
Excuse me, sir.
Upward.
Ah,
Sir, can you slide your sheet of paper towards left? I cannot see, sir. It's a little more. It's a little more.
now
No, sir. Little. Yes, sir.
okay. Now see, I projected the top view onto median line, and from here you have to decide whether you want to go up or down. That decision will be taken based on where the front view is. Now in this case, is the front view in the upward direction or in the downward direction?
Upward.
Upward.
Hmm. So in this case, since the front view is up, so you should take the projection upwards like this. Don't go for the downward direction. Okay, should take it up and then project the front view so that it comes and intersects this projection line. So now what you find is the front view and the top view are intersecting at this particular point. This point is the side view A double dash and this is the left side view. So this is the construction method that has to be followed if you want to draw the side view. Now, why this particular what do you say, method. See, in some of the cases, it may happen that after you project the top view onto median line, then you have to decide whether you want to go up or down. So in this case, the front view is up. But let us say you are in the second quadrant. That time it is possible that the front view may be down, or you are in the third quadrant. It is possible that the front view is down. So at that time you have to project it in the downward direction. So that is why this construction method is designed like this. So wherever the front view is up or down, you have to project it there in that particular direction. Okay, and then make it to join with the front view, the projection of the front view. So the projector of the front view and the projector of the top view, they will intersect at this point, and that will give you the side view. Now just to confirm whether this particular method is correct or not, let us just draw some analogy and see. Okay, now tell me, A double dash, the side view, is at what distance from XY line, from this line? How much is this distance?
15 mm.
15
Exactly.
mm.
Now tell me, A double dash is at what distance from XY line?
15.
15 mm.
Yes. So this is what is a confirmation. See, this has to be correct. Okay. And even the other this thing also. Now tell me, this A double dash is at what distance from this X1 Y1 line?
40.
How much?
40 mm.
Yes. Now this also, if you see 40, basically you are taking it here and then bringing it here. It will be very much near to that. So basically, this construction method is is developed so that whatever is happening in this three dimension is captured in the 2D also. Okay. So finally, you should be able to get the side view. Let it be a left side view or a right side view. Okay. So this is the procedure of getting the side view. I hope this is clear. The point number one, RPP. You should rotate it by 90 degrees in the counterclockwise direction so that RPP goes besides VP. Okay. And then, since there is the RPP, you should first consider the distance of the point from RPP. In this case, it is 25 mm. And then draw the projection, the vertical projection. On that, you locate the front view and the top view as we have been doing. And then, besides HP, you draw the median line at 45 degrees. Then, project the top view and take it up from the intersection and make it to intersect with the projection of the front view. That will give you the side view. Okay. So now what we'll do is we'll take up the same a similar problem, but this time we'll introduce the left profile plane and see how the things will change or more or less remain the same. So let us take the same point XY line, sorry, VP, HP. Here, I'm going to introduce the observer who is looking in this particular direction. Now we are talking about the left profile plane. So the plane that is on the left of the observer. So this is the plane. I'll draw it continuous. Yeah. So this is how it is going to look like. And this plane that you have introduced on the left side is the left profile plane, LPP. It is to the left of the observer. Okay. Now, the point would be somewhere here. Yeah. I think yeah, I'll take it here. This is the point A. This point A is some 15 mm above HP. Mm, 40 mm in front of VP, and maybe at 50 mm from RPP. So please observe the point A is 15 mm above HP, 40 mm in front of VP, and 50 mm from LPP, 50 mm from the left profile plane. Okay. The point is in the first quadrant. Now we'll draw the front, top, and side views here. So top view somewhere here, A. Front view, top view. A dash, the front view. Now I want the side view on the left profile plane. So now I should move to the right side and observe. So I'll be observing the point from the right side. The rays of light are going to pass through the point A, and they are going to come and intersect the left profile plane somewhere here. This would be A double dash, the side view. But since you are looking from the right side, this is the right side view. Please observe. RSV. It is a right side view because you are looking from the right side. And right side view is on the left profile plane. Okay, so this is a small difference. The previous case you had the left side view on the right profile plane because you are looking from the left. In this case, you have the left profile plane, you are looking from the right side, So the right side view will be on the left profile plane. Side view remains the same, AW. Okay. Next, the location of planes. So XY line. We know the rule, keep VP fixed, rotate HP 90 degrees in the clockwise direction. Now, LPP, the left profile plane. In which direction, by how much are you going to rotate so that it comes besides the vertical plane? Left profile plane. In which direction, by how much are you going to rotate so that it comes and rest besides the vertical plane? Of course,
90 degrees in clockwise
amount
direction.
is the
90 degree by clockwise.
90-degree clockwise, exactly. So in the clockwise direction by 90 degrees. So if you rotate LPP in the clockwise direction by 90 degrees, then the left profile plane will rotate and come besides the vertical plane. So this would be the arrangement of planes. X1, Y1. In this case, this is X1, Y1. Yeah. This is VP. This is HP. And this is LPP. I hope this is clear. Since the plane is on the left side, you should draw LPP to the left of VP. Okay. This is arrangement of planes. Now, if you go on to solve the problem, then XY line. X1, Y1 line. So this is the vertical plane. Below VP you have, yeah, this is a vertical plane. Below VP you have the horizontal plane. And besides VP you have the left profile plane. Okay. Now, where is the median line going to come? In the previous case, if you remember, the median line was besides HP here. In this case also, the median line would be besides HP on the left side. So this is the location of the median. 45 degrees. Here. Okay. Now, we'll start with the projection. So as I told you, when the side plane comes into picture, the distance of the point from the side plane becomes very important. Now tell me, at what distance is the point A from the side plane?
50 mm.
50 mm. So you should draw the vertical projection line 50 mm from the side plane, LPP. So this is the first step which you have to do it correctly. (50 mm), draw the projection line. On this projection line, somewhere in this area you are going to get the front view in VP. Somewhere in this area you are going to get the top view on HP. This is important. 50 mm from the left profile plane. Okay. Now, tell me at what distance is the front view from XY line?
15 mm.
15. 15 mm. Yeah, A dash is 15 mm above the XY line, and as you can see it here, so I'm going to locate A dash 15 mm above XY line, and then A. The top view A is at what distance from XY line? Mm, yeah, I think yeah, 40 mm. So A is at 40 mm from XY line. This is the top view A. So front view and top view. Now the side view. So side view, you know the procedure. First thing you have to project the top view onto the median line. Okay, so this line, I'll just write it down. It is the median line. So you project the top view first onto the median line. Now, where it intersects the median line, from here you have to decide whether you should go up or down. You want to go up or you want to go down. This will be based on, this decision will be based on where your front view is. If it is above, you need to take the projection above. If it is below, you need to take the projection below. In this case, the front view is above, as you can see. So you need to take the projection up. And make it to intersect with the projection of the front view. Project A dash. So the projector of the front view A dash and the projector of the top view A are going to intersect at this point. This is A double dash, your right side view. You observe, you are looking from the right. So this is a right side view on the left profile plane. And just to confirm whether whatever you have done is correct or not, you can just cross check. See, A double dash is at what distance from this XY line? This line, how much is this distance?
15 mm.
15 mm. See here, 15, 15. So the level is correct. So this is very similar to what we have discussed in the previous case for the right profile plane. This is how you have to deal with the side view when it is on the left profile. So the important thing is this distance. How much the point is from the left profile plane or from the right profile plane. This distance is very important because it is at this distance that you have to draw the projection line, locate the front and top view, then project the top view onto median line. Median line will be besides the horizontal plane. Then here, depending on where your front view is, you have to go up or down. In this case, you have gone up, intersected with the projection of the front view, you are getting the side view. This is how you have to deal with the side plane and draw the projections on the side plane. Okay. Now, whatever we have discussed, the concept of the left profile plane and previously the right profile plane, they remain the same for the fourth quadrant also. Okay. See, in this case, fourth quadrant is below the first quadrant. So all I have to do is maybe extend this just to show you the concept. Just extend this vertical plane. Now, so we are talking about the fourth quadrant here. This is the fourth quadrant. Where is LPP for the fourth quadrant? This is the left profile. You can see LPP. LPP. This is the left profile plane for the fourth quadrant. Okay. And if you extend, I think I'll draw a separate, there won't be any confusion. So for fourth quadrant, this is the horizontal plane. I'm only drawing the fourth quadrant. This is the vertical plane. So this is VP, this is HP. We are talking about the fourth quadrant. This is the XY line. Okay. This is the left profile plane. So you are here as the observer. This is your viewing direction. So this LPP is to your left and this is the RPP. RPP to your right. This is the arrangement of planes. So it is very similar to what you have in first quadrant. You have RPP to the right there also. Here also you have RPP to the right. There also you have LPP to the left. Here also you have got LPP to the left. There is no change. And the point, as usual, will be somewhere here. Let us say this is a point D. This point is some distance, some 30 mm below HP. some 25 mm. In front of VP, and it may be at a distance of, let us say, 20 mm from RPP, and maybe 35 mm from left profile. So this is the location of the point. Point D is 30 mm below HP, 25 mm in front of VP, 25, or you can say 35, and 20 mm from RPP, 35 mm from LPP. So this is the location of the point D. Okay. So where are you going to get the front view? Front view will be on, I think I should have drawn it to the side, drawn it exactly in front of it. Hmm. 35 mm. So front view will be here on the vertical plane, D dash. Top view will be here on the horizontal plane, somewhere here. D. Side view. See, if you want a view on the right profile plane, you should move to the left and get the view. So this would be D double dash, your left side view. And if you want to get a view on the left profile plane, you should move to the right. Get the view. Maybe somewhere here. This is the D double dash. This is your right side view. So here also you are getting the left side view on the right profile plane. You are getting the right side view on the left profile plane. So whatever you had seen in the first quadrant, the same rules apply for the fourth quadrant also. Simply because the first and the fourth quadrant are one below each other. The first quadrant is above, the fourth quadrant is below. So one below the other, one above the other, you can say. Because of which the rules of the side plane are the same for first and fourth quadrant. However, second and third quadrant, it is different. So that we'll see later. So this is how the things are in the fourth quadrant. Okay. In the fourth quadrant. Now, if you want to draw this particular solution for this particular problem, then how you should proceed? XY line, a big XY line, because you are dealing with the left plane as well as the right plane, both. So I'll just first draw the location of the, so you have XY line, This is the vertical plane. This is the horizontal plane. Am I correct or wrong?
Horizontal is above and vertical is below.
Horizontal is above. Or both are below.
Vertical plane is below.
Exactly. We are dealing with the fourth quadrant. So VP is not above. It's not like this. VP and HP both are below the XY line. You know the reason why? Because vertical plane VP fixed, HP will be rotated in the clockwise direction by 90 degrees. So HP and VP will be coplanar below the XY line. So VP and HP together. And VP will be covered by HP because HP is rotating and going to cover the vertical plane. Okay, so VP and HP will be together below XY line. Okay, next. The RPP, same thing, no change. You are going to rotate by 90 degrees in the anti-clockwise direction. So, where will RPP come? Above XY line or below XY line? Of course, it will be on the right side. Will it be above XY line or below XY line?
Below XY line.
Huh?
Below XY line.
Below. Why below? Because the vertical plane is below XY line. So the point is VP and LPP or RPP always will be together. You're getting this? This is like a rule. Vertical plane and LPP or RPP will be together. See, since VP has come below XY line, RPP is also coming below XY line. Same thing is going to happen for LPP also. See here. LPP, you are going to rotate in which direction? In the clockwise direction by 90 degrees. So LPP will be besides the vertical plane below XY line. So you can see. So the left profile plane or the right profile plane, both of them follow the vertical plane. They are always besides it, besides VP, either to the left or to the right. Okay, so LPP is to the left of VP, RPP is to the right of VP, whichever quadrant you consider. This rule remains true. So please note this. Okay. So this is the arrangement of the planes. Now let us maybe draw it one by one. First we'll take RPP, VP and HP. Then we'll take LPP. Okay. So things will be easier, otherwise it will be complicated. XY line. X1, Y1 line. We have VP and HP, sorry, HP here, here. And we have RPP on the right side, as we have seen here. So first we'll consider RPP only and then take LPP. Now here in this case, at what distance is the point D from RPP?
20 mm.
How much distance?
20.
20
20.
mm.
Yes. So what you have to do is, first thing, you have to draw the projection line. (20 mm) from RPP. Somewhere on this line, you are going to get the front and top view. Now, since this is the fourth quadrant, front view and top view both you are going to get here only. Somewhere here below the XY line, because VP and HP are together below XY line. Now, where exactly? Let us find out. Okay. D dash, the front view, is at what distance from XY line? How much? Please observe this. How much is the length of this line? D dash is what
30
distance?
mm.
Yes, 30 mm. That means 30 mm below, I'm going to get D dash. The front view. Okay. Next, D, top view. At what distance will I get D from XY line?
35 mm.
Exactly. So 35 mm. You can see here 35 mm. I'm going to get D from XY line. So the length of this line is 35. So 35 mm. Now what happens is, when HP rotates below, this 35 mm line rotates and becomes a vertical line. So 35 mm means somewhere here. This is where I get the top view. So please note, this is a front view, this is a top view. In the fourth quadrant. This is a regular, I think in the previous last class also we had seen such type of problems. So absolutely no change. The important thing is, at what distance are you getting? You are getting it at a distance of 20 mm from RPP. This is important. Next, you want the side view, the left side view on the right profile plane. So, if you want to draw the side view, then you need the median line. So, median line, where are you going to draw? In the previous cases, we have seen median line is besides HP. Now, where to draw? Besides HP, is there any gap? Yes, this is HP. Beside HP means it is here. Only thing is, it is in RPP. No problem. You draw the median line 45 degrees in RPP in this area. After all, it is a construction line. It is not a physical line that actually exists. This median line that you are seeing is a construction line. It is not a physical line that really exists. Whereas RPP is something which is actually there physically. So no problem. You can draw the median line besides the horizontal plane, HP. Okay. So in this case, you can see RPP and median line are coming together. Okay. So this leads us to another thumb rule. Please note, HP and the median line will be beside each other, or you can say will be together, either below xy line or above xy line. So the horizontal plane and the median line will be besides each other and or will be together, same as the VP and RPP, LPP are together. Okay. So this is your second rule, thumb rule. Please remember this. Now, apply the same rule. So what are you going to project first, the front view or top view onto median line?
Top view.
Exactly. So project the top view onto the median line. So draw a horizontal line. It will intersect the median line somewhere here. Now here you have to decide whether you should go up or down. You want to go down or you want to go up. So what will you do in this case?
Up.
Where is the front view? Up or down?
Up.
Up. Exactly. So you should go up. Don't go down. So you project it upwards and see that it intersects with the projection of the front view. So they are going to intersect somewhere here. This is D double dash, your left side view. Okay. Next, just to complete the problem. The same x1 y1 line, we have the left profile plane to the left. Okay, sorry, it won't be here, it will be below. LPP besides VP. Okay, just like you had RPP to the right, we'll have LPP to the left. So you have rotated LPP in the clockwise direction by 90 degrees. So it will be besides the vertical plane. Okay. Now, the same point, that is D dash and D, at what distance this, or rather I would say at what distance is the point D from LPP? How much is this distance?
35.
35. So what you should do is you should draw this projection line at a distance of 35 mm. Just like you draw the projection line at a distance of 20 mm from RPP, you have to draw the projection line at a distance of 35 mm from LPP. So the same projection line has to be drawn, but at a distance of 35 mm from LPP. Okay. So other things remain the same. You are going to get D dash and D at the same location only, 30 mm below XY line and 35 mm below XY line. This, there will not be any change. Okay, the only change will be you are going to draw this vertical projection line 35 mm from the X1 Y1 or from the left profile plane. Okay. Now comes another issue, that is median line. If you want to get the side view on the left profile plane, where are you going to draw the median line? You can see HP and median line together. So you have to draw the median line in the left profile plane, just like you draw in the right profile plane. Same thing. So draw the 45-degree median line in the left profile plane. So the median line is besides HP to the left side. That's it. Now what do you have to do? Project the top view onto the median line like this. From here, you should decide whether you want to take it up or down, depending on the location of the front view. In this case, since the front view is up, you have to take it up and see that it intersects the front view. At the point of intersection, this will be your side view D double dash, which is your right side view. So what you find is, see here, D double dash, both are same. Only thing is, you are getting a left side view on a right profile plane. Here you are getting a right side view on a left profile plane. All other concepts are the same. So this is how you have to deal with the side planes and the side views. Okay. So the important thing is these two, vertical plane and the left plane or the right plane will be together besides each other. Horizontal plane and median line will be together. And of course, your thumb rule here. First project the top view onto median line. Then depending on where your front view is, you have to take it up or you have to take it down. And make it to intersect with the front view, you will get the side view. So these are some of the thumb rules that you need to remember in order to solve these kind of problems which involve the side planes and the side views. I think I'll give you one problem. Hmm. I think you can take down this particular problem. You can solve as part of the assignment. Please take down. A point A. A point A is 30 mm in front of VP. A point A is 30 mm in front of VP. 20 mm above HP. A point A is 30 mm in front of VP. 20 mm above HP and 25 mm from LPP and 25 mm from LPP, the left profile plane. Draw its projections and name the side view. Draw its projections and name the side view. So this is your regular case point is in the first quadrant, so VP will be above HP, and LPP, left profile plane, will be to the left of the vertical plane. Now you have to be careful here. You have to draw the projection, the vertical projection line at a distance of 25 mm from LPP. So from the LPP, you have to draw the projection line at a distance of 25 mm. And of course, median line will be besides HP, so no problem with that. Yeah, one more. I think you can take down with respect to fourth quadrant. Yeah. Please take down. Draw all the three views of a point P. Draw all the three views of a point P. Draw all the three views of a point P lying 60 mm below HP, lying 60 mm, 60 mm below HP, comma, 70 mm in front of VP, 70 mm, 70 mm in front of VP, and 40 mm from RPP, and 40 mm from RPP. Full stop. State the quadrant in which it lies. State the quadrant in which it lies. So once again, I'll repeat, draw all the three views of a point P lying 60 mm below HP, 70 mm in front of VP, and 40 mm from RPP. So this 40 mm from RPP becomes important. So we know that this point is in the fourth quadrant. So in the fourth quadrant, both VP and HP are below XY line. So RPP will be besides VP on the right side below XY line. And you have to draw the projection line, vertical projection line at a distance of 40 mm from RPP. Then locate the front and top view. And then project it and get the side view. In this case, since HP is below XY line, so the median line will be besides HP. So you have to draw the median line besides HP in RPP as we have drawn here in this case. So these are two problems which involve the side plane and which are in the first and the fourth quadrant. So do you have any doubts with whatever we discussed today? Okay, fine. Let's, I'll just quickly show you the other part of the discussion wherein we deal with the second and the third quadrant. So here the things will be a bit different. It won't be same as whatever we have discussed till now. It will be different. So please observe. So we are dealing with the second and third quadrant. I'll first start with the second quadrant. So I'll draw the second quadrant. So this is the second quadrant. VP and HP. So this is the vertical plane. This is the horizontal plane. This is the XY line. So this is your second quadrant. And below it, is the third quadrant. So we'll not talk about it now. We'll only focus on second and then we'll see the third. So in the second quadrant, see your position, that is the observer's position, will not change. It is going to be same as what was for the first or the fourth quadrant. Now we know that if you want to see the vertical, if you want to see the point, any object here in the second quadrant, you should make the vertical plane transparent. Okay. Now we have to introduce the side planes. First, maybe RPP and then the LPP. So please observe. A right profile plane will be to the right of the observer. Okay. So right means here. So this is the right profile plane, which is to the right side of the observer. Okay. Now, if you have a point like this, a point B, this point B is 20 mm above HP. This point B is let us say 40 mm behind VP. So 40 mm behind VP. And this point B is around say 25 mm from RPP. So this is the location of the point B, 20 mm above HP, 40 mm behind VP, and 25 mm from RPP. Now, if you make the vertical plane transparent, then you can get the front view of this point on the vertical plane. So you'll get B dash on VP. No problem. You retain HP as opaque, and when you look from the top, you'll get the top view. As usual, you'll get B on, that is a top view on the horizontal plane when you look from the top. Now comes the side plane. Okay. Here the things are a bit different. See, when you're dealing with the second or the third quadrant, you should move to the right. You should move to the right if you want to get the view on the right profile plane. This is the difference. Don't move to the left and try to observe it, because if you move to the left also, see how much you cannot move beyond a certain point. So you have to move to the right and then try to look at the point B. Now if you look from the right side, can you see the point B? Is there something in between you and the point B? What is it?
Right profile plane.
RPP. So since RPP is between the observer and the point B, you have to make RPP transparent. Only then can you view or get the side view of the point B on RPP. So when you do that, then the rays of light are going to pass through and then maybe hit here, and you are going to get the side view, that is B double dash. Okay. Now here you are looking from which side? You are looking from the right side, and you are getting a view on the right plane. So this view that you are getting is the right side view. This is the difference. So here in the second and the third quadrant, please note, you are going to get the right side view on the right profile plane and the left side view on the left profile plane. Please note this. This is the opposite of what we had seen in the first and the fourth quadrant. In the first and the fourth quadrant, you had left side view on right profile plane, right side view on left profile plane. Whereas here, you have right side view on right profile plane, left side view on left profile plane. So you have to make RPP transparent. Look from the right side, you will get the right side view on the right profile plane. So that is the idea here. Okay, and then how to solve this? This is the arrangement of planes. So you have VP and HP, both are above XY line in the second quadrant. If you remember, VP is fixed, HP rotates in the clockwise direction by 90 degrees. So HP and VP are together, and HP is covered by VP. So you put HP in bracket. This is the arrangement of planes in the second quadrant. Now, where should RPP come? As per our thumb rule, it should come besides VP. So RPP is to the right of the vertical plane. So this is the arrangement of planes. Okay, quickly let us solve this problem. XY, X1, Y1, PP and HP together, RPP here on the right side. Now, first question, the projection line you are going to draw at what distance from RPP? The point B is at what distance from the right profile plane?
25 mm.
25 mm.
So you should draw the projection line at a distance of 25 mm from RPP. This remains same as we have done in the previous cases. On this projection line, vertical projection line, you will get the front view and the top view. In this case, since you're dealing with the second quadrant, both front and top view will be in the same area, because VP and HP are together above XY line. So now you have to find out where you're going to get the front view, where you're going to get the top view. Tell me, B dash is at what distance from XY line?
20
20
mm.
mm.
20
Exactly.
mm.
20 mm. So somewhere here, you'll get B dash, which is a distance of, draw B dash. It's okay. Distance of 20 mm. Okay. Next. At what distance will I get B, the top view, from XY line?
40 mm.
40 mm.
40
40.
mm.
So what will happen to this 40 mm line? This is 20, this is 40. This horizontal line, when HP rotates, it will become vertical. So you may get 40 mm somewhere here. So this is the top view. So please observe, this is the top view, this is the front view. What next? We have to get the side view, B double dash. So to locate the side view, we need to locate the median first. So median you are going to find besides what?
Horizontal plane.
HP. So besides HP, you have to draw the median line. But here it is RPP. So what we should do? Draw the median line in RPP only at 45 degrees. So draw the median line at 45 degrees. In RPP itself. So median line besides HP. Okay. Now apply our rules of projection. First, which one are you going to project? The front view or top view? Will you project the top view or the front view? First.
Top view.
First project the top view onto the median line like this. It will intersect the median line somewhere here. From here you have to decide whether you want to go up or down. So you can go up or you can go down depending on where your front view is. So where is your front view? Is it above or below?
Below.
Below. Exactly. So you should go down. And you should make it to intersect with the front view, the projection of the front view. So they are going to intersect somewhere here. So this will be B double dash, your side view, but this is your right side view. So right side view on right profile plane. Okay. Similarly, if you draw the left profile plane, you will be looking from the left side. So you have to make the left profile plane transparent. So you will get a left side view on the left profile plane. So this is the thing here, second and third quadrant. Right side view on RPP as you have got here. Left side view you will get on LPP. Okay. So I think in the next class we'll continue with this. So please solve the two problems that I have given you today, and I think previous class I had given you one more. So solve all those, and at the end you can scan it. I think I'll give you a few more problems. All together you can scan it and then submit as the assignment for points. Now you can put your roll number and you can leave. If you have any doubts, you can ask.
Excuse me, sir.
Ah,
So can you put this recorded session on Classroom?
yeah, I'll do that.
Yes, sir. Thank you, sir.
So that RSV on RPP how, sir?
Huh?
RSV, right
RSV?
side view on RPP, second and third one, why, sir?
See, there has to be a difference between the first, fourth quadrant and the second and third quadrant. So to achieve that difference,
Yes, sir.
the rule is you should look from the right side
Yes, sir.
for second and third quadrant. So if you look from the right side, because of the right profile plane, you won't be able to see the point. So
Yes,
you
sir.
have to make it
Transfer.
transparent.
Okay,
But when you look from the right, you will get a view because you have made it transparent. So basically, you are getting a right side view on right profile.
RPP, yes, sir. Okay.
Yeah. It is just to differentiate. Second, third, it is one set of rules. First, fourth, it is another set of rules.